All right, here we are for round 5. We apologize because of some technical issues we lost round 4, but I'm gonna give you some highlights about that round. We played against Ad Nauseam and we won 2-0 in a pretty convincing fashion, especially game 2. Game 1 they kind of floated out, although they played a lot of temples and they kept on top every single time, but they actually didn't combo out at all. We played the spell kite and maybe that was good enough for us to win that first game. Then game 2 we played turn 2 Thoughtseize into Canonist, either one Canonist, and then spell kite on the following turn, and that was pretty much game for us. So now let's be on the play. And this hand is okay. We have early mana into some big spells. Also Pontiff if we are playing against Affinity, for example. So yeah, let's keep. So we're gonna take 3 for Temple Garden and play Noble Hierarch and pass the turn. Alright. So Rotherbat's Thicket, Alcin's Pilgrim. Alright, I didn't expect this one. Question: do we wanna use also Pontiff aggressively? The answer I think it's no, because we're gonna play, probably they don't have a lot of ways to interact with Archangel Thune, and we wanna try to accelerate into Archangel as fast as possible. So we are gonna play Wall of Roots and attack for 1. If they play another Hierarch or Avacyn's Pilgrim or whatnot, we can always use it. I think it's better to develop our mana early and then, okay, that's fine. I wish I would have played the Better Catacombs, but that's fine. Alright, strip mine. Yeah, I want to search. Oh, I can't. Alright, we drew another land. So, now we're gonna play Pontiff. Definitely, because they only have access to 2 mana with Avacyn's, and since we don't have anything else to do, let me see, can we play both? No, we can't. But yeah, I think definitely I want to play Pontiff. That's going to delay 1 more turn this Archangel, unless we draw a non-fetch land. I think it's worth taking the risk, right? They cannot do too much with 1 land. They probably have another one, but I believe that's the second round we play against green white Hate Bears. Okay, Tectonic. We're not in Tectonic range just yet. Path to Exile, sure. Yes, I wanna search. No, I can't. Okay. That's gonna be a more complicated one. That's for sure. And then we are gonna just pass the turn. Brush. Alright, I guess it's time for us to activate this. Play our fetch land. We wanna have access to white, so let's fetch for Godless Rhine. That's gonna be pretty hard for us to do anything at all. Okay, that's a start. We are only going to play this fourth land whenever we can play Archangel, and we cannot yet play it, so, and I believe we cannot have access to white mana with this Burden Catacomb, so sure, all the Arbiters. Luckily we have this Wall of Roots. This can search for oh my god. Question, do we wanna expose these Burden Catacombs so that they can waste the Tectonic Edge? Probably the answer is yes, because we're not doing anything with this. They're gonna take our white source though. That's pretty bad. This is being a complicated game. Sure. Well, sure. Now they're gonna start attacking, although they refuse to do so. And this is going to be very bad for us. The whole team, indeed. Oh my god. I don't want to even play lands, but I have to. Because eventually I have to fetch for lands. Yeah, no cores, no fetchers. I understand. We need to naturally draw lands, non-fetch lands. Wow, and that's a clock. Okay. That's gonna be pretty complicated for us now. They refuse to attack us. Alright, I'm fine. That's a good one. At least we can block forever. If they don't path us again. That is not a path. Jeez. Jesus Christ. Question. Do we want to attack? I don't think the answer is yes. Eventually we will play Archangel. Just eventually. Jeez. And they, why do they refuse to attack? I don't understand. Sure, I'm gonna play Lingering Souls. I'm gonna start attacking with them. I don't wanna swing my Wall of Roots just yet, because I wanna keep blocking these golems if I can. I'm pretty sure they have a Resto Angel in hand. Thalia. Now they play Thalia, sure. These Hours of Pontiff could have been so good. Not a bad one. Question is, do I want to play lingering souls or I want to play noble hierarch? The other question is, do I want to expose Orso Pontiff? I can attack with Orso Pontiff, right? Because if they block, I'm just going to hunt on one of the spirits. Well, I guess. Oh, geez, they're gonna start killing our spirits. So bad. I guess I can string one of them now. I have to. I have to put enough pressure. Next turn, we can play Archangel, and hopefully that gives us. Well, one Archangel is not going to be enough, but two, probably we can do something. Block here, and block here. Sure. And I guess we can, if we really want, we can do some stuff. I guess I don't mind if I pontiff this one. It's fine. What they are going to do? Displace it? What? Okay. Thank you. I don't mind at all. I'm gonna attack with one spirit token and play Archangel. And now they have to displace this one every time or path it. All right. They are definitely going to displace our Archangel. 100%, right? Let's attack first. Let's see what they do. Displace it? Sure. Okay. Let's play a second one now. And we're gonna play these birds. Hopefully they cannot keep up with all this pressure. Hopefully, because then it's going to be a lot of damage. We can even play a third Archangel. How good would this be? All right. This plays one, sure, and one gets through, and that's going to make a whole army. So yeah, as you can see, they played two early Path to Exiles. They disrupt our mana, but since they were like they play so safe, they didn't attack at all. We are still at a high life total, and now we win. Plus they couldn't have access to more mana because they spent some of their mana to disrupt ours. And yeah, that's pretty much how this matchup goes. If they cannot interact with us, we are gonna run them over. All right. As for the sideboard, we won. I'm not sure what we won. We don't want Scavenging Ooze. We want Sigarda. Sigarda is a good way to win because they cannot displace it, and they have very few flyers. So let's add Sigarda to the mix. I guess we might want Worship because they cannot win them, and then it's just a matter of comboing out. So yeah, I like this idea. And what we don't want, we want Casale for sure because they might bring their own warships. We might not want Corsair, although Corsair is pretty neat. It blocks Leonin all day. I guess we can cut, I don't know. Lingering Souls are kind of bad if they have Displacer, so we're gonna cut one of them, and we're gonna cut one of the Wall of Roots. All right. I think this is a very good matchup for us. As I said, they don't have many ways to interact with us besides attacking our mana base. So we have a better card quality in general. So if they cannot close the game quickly, we can just recover from that early turns. All right. Early action on pretty good threats. I mean, all right. I've seen Spillion. I'm pretty sure this should be Noble Hierarch, but they don't have. They don't want to spend that many tickets. And it's completely fair. Kitchen thing, sure. That is not a car I'm worried about at all. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna fetch right away. Why? Because they might play even Mind Sensor, and that's a way to get us by surprise. So we don't wanna get caught. And since we are not gonna play anything anyway, we might as well accelerate our fetches. Sure. All right. They've got a lot of mana this game, so Mm, I think we want to do the same, right? We want to just fetch and pass a turn, and then play Sigarda and win from there. That seems a good plan. Alright. Although they can ghost quarter us now. That was a mistake. Right? Well, yes it was. Probably was a mistake. Yeah. Yes it was. Okay, that's a pretty good one actually. We're gonna lose pretty easily. Alright, we are that. We played very poorly this game, and that's what this deck should do actually. But we were kind of slow actually. Alright. I might take these spell guides out and bring Thoughtseize. Is that a bad idea? Because spell guide is not doing too much. So yeah, let's actually add some Thoughtseize so we can disrupt their hand, their plan. And since we are on the play, we wanna be able to accelerate into Thoughtseize and something else. Let's see if we can do that. Alright, this is a risky hand, but I'm pretty sure this is a good hand because we are not going to rely on our lands to produce mana, and I'm pretty sure this is good enough. Next turn we can play both Wall of Roots and then go from there. We are not changing our game plan. Alright, and now that we have all the mana we need, let's start doing good things. Thalia, okay, sure. Thalia, they kept one lane with birds. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. Okay, let me see if I can core for Pontiff, which is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's do it. 1, 2. I think it's the best way. They miss land drops, so I don't think they can recover from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Pontiff. Bye bye creatures. Okay, they drew land. What now? We are gonna play Lingering Souls. Thalia, that's fine. We don't care about that. We have access to 5 mana. I think it's Archangel, right? It has to be. It has to be. Alternatively, we can play Lingering Souls. No, we cannot play Lingering Souls. Okay. Forget about that play. Yeah. It has to be this one. because then we can start playing our creatures and grow them that the same turn they enter the battlefield, and that's gonna be huge. They have to have Path to Exile right now. Kitchen Finks is not going to do it here. And that's not going to do it either. Especially if we play Courser. Yeah, I don't think Lingering Souls is... We don't want to Lingering Souls, we want a Courser and Birds probably. Because if we see a land on top, we are gonna grow both our Archangel and our creatures and our other creatures, which I think is pretty insane. Come on, land on top. Well, we have the combo on top. Sure, that's fine. That's good enough too. And we're gonna play our birds. And attack. And now they are forced to kill Archangel next turn. Otherwise they are dead. And this is a 3-turn clock by itself, by herself. And probably a 2-turn clock with birds. Even if they've path, they are not in a good position either, because they're gonna spend the whole turn to path our Archangel. What is this? Sure, I don't mind. Like we can take 4. That's not going to change anything, especially if we have Archangel. Sure. That's game, right? Maybe they don't see it, or maybe they don't want to see it. I mean, this is game just because we have so many creatures, flying creatures. Like this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not lethal just yet, but I guess if we add Spike Feeder to the equation, and I'm pretty sure we can just combo out right now. Yeah. We're gonna gain some life. Just enough for these creatures to be lethal. Alright, so that's all for this set of videos. We ended up going 3-2, but that should have been 4-1 for sure. We actually didn't win round 3 because we ran out of time, but we had the combo on board in the battlefield. On the battlefield, and we were just missing just a couple minutes. Just a minute would have been enough. So about the deck felt good. The deck felt consistent enough. we just kind of floated out against the Soul Tide control, and that's not even a deck I'm expecting, or we are expecting to find to play against in GP Bologna. So I'm not too worried about that. Uh, yeah, the deck felt pretty consistent also, because they like the whole deck, as I said in the deck is around the early mana and pieces of the combo, and definitely Lingering Souls are pretty good. In this matchup, they are not as good. As you can see, I didn't play them, but they got stuck in my hand. But definitely they are a pretty good plan B, just to have access to. If we don't have the pieces of the combo, or if the opponent is pretty removal heavy. So yeah, I think it's a good option. I think against Eldrazi is a pretty good option, because since they don't have a lot of interaction, we can combo out, and since we have Wall of Roots, we can block most of the creatures, which is pretty good. And Lingering Souls is probably a good way also to buy time while we find our Archangels and our Spike Feeders. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good deck overall, and I think it could be a good option to bring to the GP. All right, that's all for me today. I'm not sure if there is going to be another video before GP. Maybe there is another infect set of videos. Maybe there is another archetype we think about. But if we don't record anything before GP, just wish us luck on the comments if you want, and we are sure I'm pretty sure we are going to write some articles about the GP after it happens. And luckily we are bringing the trophy to Spain. So all right, that's all for me. I'll see you next one.